In this video, we will graph the inequality y is greater than negative x plus 5. The first step is to graph the equation y is equal to negative x plus 5. We know here the slope is negative 1 and the y-intercept is 5. So we'll start from 5, which is the y-intercept, and use the slope, which is negative 1 over 1. You can go down by 1 to the right by 1. You find the second point, okay, and connect the two dots. Okay. This is the line. Here I'm drawing a dashed line is because in the problem we're supposed to graph y is greater than. So if you have greater than or less than in your inequality, your line should be a dashed line like this. If in the equation you're having greater than or equal to or less than or equal to, the line you will have is a solid line like this. After drawing the line, we're halfway done. The next step is to decide which side to shade. Notice that the line is dividing the whole plane into two half planes. So we're either going to shade the upper half plane or the lower half plane. There are two ways to decide which side to shade. This is only good when your inequality is in the slope-intercept form. That means your y is on one side of the inequality and the rest is on the other side of the inequality. This works for our case. Okay, notice our sign is greater than. So that means we will grade the upper half of the line. So we'll shade above the line. So all the any points above this line will be our solution. However, the point on the line will not be a solution, and that's why we draw the dotted line here, not the solid line. Okay, the second way to shade is to use a test point. We'll find a test point that is not on the line. For example, I pick 0, 0. That's a very useful test point because it's always easy to calculate for 0, 0. Okay, 0, 0 is my test point. I'm going to plug in the 0, 0 in my inequality. Okay, so 0, which is y, is greater than negative 0 plus 5. And we have 0 is greater than 5. Is this a true statement? No, this is a false statement. This means that 0, 0 is not a solution to the inequality. So we will not shade the side with 0, 0 in it. We'll shade the side without 0, 0 in it, which is the upper half. We'll shade the other half of the plane. Now it's your turn to graph. Pause the video now and work on this problem, and when you're done, click play and check the answer. Okay, here's the answer. To graph this inequality, first we'll graph the line y equals negative 1 half x plus 1 with slope of negative 1 half and y-intercept 1. So we'll start from the y-intercept, which is at 1. Okay, use the slope negative 1 over 2. That means the point will go down by 1 and over by 2. You find your second point and connect the 2 points with a dotted line because again we're having less than, not less than or equal to. So connect them with a dotted line. Okay, so my dotted dotted line is right here. Then we decide which side to shade. Right, and look at the inequality, it's less than, so that means we'll shade the below half of the plane. So this will be our solution. All the points in the shaded area will be our solution. Of course, you can also use a test point to decide which half to shade, and you'll get the same half. You'll get the same answer. Okay, see you in the next video.